Today I'm going to tie the pheasant tail in the version that I use the most. You can ask yourself, and I asked myself, does the internet need another pheasant tail tied? Well, another instructional video for the pheasant tail, and the answer is probably not, but here we go. The hook I'm going to use is the FW503 from Thorax. This is the dry fly light hook, and the reason behind the dry fly hook is I really like to fish this fly off the surface or just below. If the fish are rising or feeding just below the surface, I could put a little of floatant on it, and the fish really love it. I'm using a standard 8/0 tying thread. This is a size 14. I'd use a size 16 probably, or 18 for the waters here. I take around, these are 4 fibers of pheasant tail, and that's quite enough. For the smaller sizes, you can go with 3, even 2. When you're tying a pheasant tail out of one pheasant tail fiber, you've probably gone too far though. Bring the thread up. Copper wire for ribbing. This is the extra small. Don't have to be really tight on the wraps. When you do it like this, it's a good idea to put one wrap behind the pheasant tail as well. Tie it off. Now for the wire. And tie it off. I never used to be a big fan of the pheasant tail. I mean, it's a really popular fly here in Iceland, and of course all over the world basically, where they fish for trout. But I never used to be a fan, didn't really catch a lot of fish on it, but as soon as I started tying it in smaller sizes and using it up around the surface of the lake. I was tying this, bead heads and stuff like that. Didn't really work for me. Once I went with the smaller sizes, things started to happen. So I'm a fan. Now for the wing case, I'm using, of course, pheasant tail as well. I want a fair bit of fibers. I'm going to use the end of the tips of the fibers to make legs on this pheasant tail. So try to measure the length. It looks good. Now the thorax, you can use whatever you like. I tend to like something of peacock color. You can use the Hurl, or as I'm doing here I'm using Spectra from Hens. Bring the pheasant tail forward. Secure them. A couple of wraps. Now for the legs, I like to split the fibers apart. Like so. Start with one side. And then the other. Here you go. Now the idea behind this design of a pheasant tail, which is not mine of course, tied all over the world. I suppose it's some kind of a mayfly nymph or something like that. We don't have that in Iceland of course, but this works nonetheless. Some head cement. There you go. The pheasant tail. I mean, fantastic fly. Doesn't need no introduction. Ties them up. Thanks for watching.